Game booths are set up all over the fair, and in order to draw people into his booth, which is this one right behind me, Tapley has to get creative and he puts on a show. Yeah, egg hunts are usually for children, but this one is actually geared more towards adults. Some of the eggs have special prizes. Let's see if I'm one of the lucky ones. Looks like I am. 1 bottle cap equals 1 free beer. A lot of students will park their cars on streets like this where Mr. Case lives in order to walk to campus and not have to pay for parking. But if a new dorm is being built right up the road, more students could be parking here, and that could make these roads a little bit more dangerous. With your donation, you don't only get a dozen original glazed donuts, but you also get to help an athlete go to the Special Olympic Games. Marcus Lattimore is back in the game, but this time as Heathwood Hall's varsity head coach. The Gamecock legend says he never saw coaching in his future, but is glad he gave it a try.
That first day, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the kids. I fell in love with just everything about being back on that grass. It's nothing like it.
And the players can't believe this running back star is going to be their new coach.
I kind of grew up a big South Carolina fan, so hearing that he would actually coach me for the next 3 years that I'm at Heathwood, it was really exciting.
I was going to play football anyways, but it was just like, I knew that it was just going to be probably really fun.
The Heathwood Hall Highlanders only won 2 games this past season, so players and fans are hoping their new coach can turn that around. Marcus Lattimore had a lot of success at USC, and he says that really puts the pressure on to have that same success on this field at Heathwood Hall as the new head coach.
I have very high expectations considering he played at such a high level.
It's going to be a lot of exposure around this program, and yes, it's going to be expectations, but we're trying to build a program here, and building a program takes time.
But building great relationships with his players didn't take long at all.
We tease each other, play around, mess with each other, and then on the field, he's just a coach, and off, he's just a friend.
He's nice to everybody. He's just a great person. He's really fun.
And Lattimore is just ready to get things started.
I'm looking forward to the first game and that first practice, being out there with the guys. I know this is something new for me. It's a whole new challenge, and I love challenges.
And getting the team to a winning season is just what former Gamecock star Marcus Lattimore plans to do. Hannah Sims, Carolina News.
Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown, Marcus Lattimore.
This Confederate flag has been causing problems for the Edisto River Creamery and Kitchen owner Tommy Darris and his wife Debbie since they opened.
Directly after we opened, the Charleston murders happened. The flag keeper that comes down and puts a 2 times as large flag up. I mean, it's like, what? Why would you do that?
A year and a half later, the couple is still getting heat for the flag, so they're ready to take it down. However, it won't come down without a fight.
You have to move it. You're going to have to tell a lot of people that. So I just told them.
That was a member of the Sons of Confederate Veterans who argues they own that part of the property. A guy named Maurice Bessinger used to own this property, and in 2005 he sold part of that property to the Sons of Confederate Veterans, and that's the part of the property that the Confederate flag flies over now. And they say since they're paying taxes, they won't let Tommy Darris take the flag down. However, Darris says their deed has a lot of loopholes.
On their deed, the lawyers are indemnifying themselves, saying that title searches haven't been done, abstracting haven't been done, nothing's been done, and there's no numbers typed into the piece of property that they own. I mean, they could actually say they own the half of the place with the deed they have.
The Darrises say they tried to compromise, but it didn't work.
The flag that we bought is the original, but the gentleman that is the flag keeper wouldn't let us, said no, there's no way. They wouldn't meet with us, they didn't want our flag, they didn't want to compromise.
And now that they're stuck in a fight, they say it's time to let the court decide.
I'm not going to have any problem beating them in court.
But until then, the flag will continue to fly in front of their restaurant. Hannah Sims, Carolina News. The fair is a fun time to ride rides, eat deep-fried food, and try to win some prizes. But for one man, the fair is home.
My name is Jonathan Shackleton Tapley, known coast to coast like butter on toast.
Tapley got involved in the fair as a child, helping his parents sell donuts.
Yummy, yummy, a little donut in your tummy. Hot, fresh mini donuts.
Almost 30 years later, he's still working sales at the fair, except now it's not donuts.
I sell teddy bears. But you know what? I got a few to spare, so if you need a teddy bear, just send it in.
Tapley works the balloons booth and says people often think they'll be paying to play a game that's impossible to win. But that's not true, because Tapley gives a prize every time, as long as you're willing to pay the minimum $5. Game booths are set up all over the fair, and in order to draw people into his booth, which is this one right behind me, Tapley has to get creative and he puts on a show.
This llama, she knows how to ride.
I entertain. I'm there to make sure that they have a show that they never known.
Even if he doesn't draw on everyone to his booth, he always has people's attention, and interacting with the people is what Tapley loves most.
I want every customer to know that they're so important to me. I don't look at a customer as just another dollar.
Even though Tapley makes good money, averaging about $3,000 a week, he says putting smiles on people's faces is why he comes back every year. However, he says this year is his last.
This is the last year of my fair existence, because I know that there's better fish to fry. I have to go and see what else is out there.
But for now, he wants everyone to come see his show at his booth and win a prize. Hannah Sims, Carolina News.
All right, send it. Okay, send it in. All right.